that light, okay. And there's no traction behind.
Yeah, you got oil coming out.
He outbraked himself and just drove straight into the side of the front of our car and turned us round.
Dowling there just describing the moment he had the accident, and we've got Cunningham's Seat in as well. He's been having problems all afternoon, and Gary First has pulled off onto the side of the circuit. But a little bit of good news, it looks like the Porsche is exiting back onto track, so the guys there at Neil Gardner have managed to fix the Porsche, and he'll go out and have a bit of fun. Although I'm not quite sure he's going to get the 40% distance that he wants. And in fact, catching our BMW, having a bit of a moment there. Didn't realise that the Dave Phillips BMW was going quite so slowly through chicane. Our onboard camera is absolutely capturing every single little slide. And finally he gets past. There's the Mitsubishi on the left-hand side as well. So Marcos then, and Ferrari battling over second spot. Problems, he's in the pits, and that is not right. Look at the angle of that left wheel, completely askew.
So gutting. What happened? You had a little bit of contact when overtaking the TVR.
That's what I related to, because otherwise I didn't hit anything and I was keeping a predetermined pace, which was very comfortable for the car and myself. Didn't hit anything otherwise, so I can only imagine that has something to do with it. But I can't be sure.
So this is it, race over. You're not going to try and get it back out again for the last few minutes?
No, I think this is it.
Well, I'm not quite sure it was contact with the TVR that damaged that, Marcos. It's just completely the wrong side. Peter James in the pits. We haven't seen the Honda Accord much. Right to the back of the field with all sorts of issues. Very old Barwell Honda Accord, that. There is our Dave Phillips onboard camera. It's a lovely car, designed on a PlayStation, that livery. And here is the O'Neill and Harrison GT3 class car, which is battling with the BMW. There is our production class leaders, just ahead of them. And there is Aaron Williams bouncing over the curbs, desperately trying to make up time. He's done well to get fourth, but really probably wanted more than that. There is a class GT3 leading car, the Lotus. And in second spot, Duncan Cameron in the Ferrari. But it looks like it's going to be an MJC win once more. 4 out of 4 at Britcar. Indeed, the checkered flag comes out for Keith Robinson, and MJC take yet another victory, this time in a sprint race. Confirmation of the result then, and it is MJC ahead of M-Tech. And then the Lotus, JMH Ferrari, and the first of BMWs, the Clark Gibson Production 1 class car.
Whit, congratulations then. So basically you had the heaviest section, as in because the car was the heaviest at that point. Tell us about your initial stint.
I didn't think it would go as well as it did, to be honest, with a heavy car and all the bumps. But no, the car was good, and I kept behind the Marcos. There were a lot of back markers, surprising. There's not many cars out there, but when they were there, they were there. But yeah, it was good and hot and bumpy.
And challenging when you've got the back markers as well. You've got to, you know.
Yeah, I mean the circuit's challenging anyway, because it's you haven't got a moment to think. You just have to be on it all the time. So yeah, it's really good.
Nimi, you did the first stint there. Well done.
Thank you very much. It was very good. The car was going great. It was gripping quite well, and I knew that I had to keep it in up to the pace of the other guys in front, just to be able to give it to Duncan's in a good position, and it all worked quite well. We've been here before. Very bumpy track. My back's killing me still. But otherwise, no, the car is a good stint. I think we developed a little bit of a gap, the top 3-4 cars. And it was just maintaining it, and we were still in touch with the guys in front. So it was really good. Enjoyed that a lot.
Well done. Duncan, congratulations. You brought it home first in class. So how was that, battling it out there in the top 3 up the front?
Yeah, no, it's fantastic. I love this place. I started my racing career here a few years ago, and it's just great to be back. There's always a fantastic crowd. People are really supportive. I really enjoy it. It was, fantastic race.
Congratulations, guys. 3rd overall, first in class. Tell us about your stint, first of all.
Yeah, I took over from Chris at the midpoint, and Chris had looked after the car very well. And once the pit stops from the safety car had all settled down, we found ourselves in a good position and just kept going and kept putting in the times and making sure that the car would get to the end.
And towards the second half of the race, obviously, that you were doing, Jamie, I mean, how was the car handling itself?
Yeah, it's with any endurance race, the car deteriorates gradually throughout the course of the race. But Mason have built a great car, and fortunately, it didn't deteriorate too bad.
And well done to you. Your stint initially was a pretty good one.
Yeah, I felt very comfortable in the car. It's my first time here at Combe, so I think nervous was probably the best way to describe the start. But I think half a lap in, I thought, no, I can do this. This is really good.
And how did you adapt to all the bumps?
Bumpy bumps. Well, we actually got the car set up. We were really happy with the setup on it. We softened it off a bit yesterday, so it was just hanging on for dear life. But again, if you feel comfortable in the car, then the rest you just chill out.
Congratulations, first in class and 5th overall, and it was quite a field out there. Kevin, you took the first stint. How was it?
It was quite good. It was quite a busy race, to be honest with you. I think we were in about the right area for our speed for the car, so it's not like we had to pass cars. And I enjoyed myself, to be honest. There's some real good close racing at the beginning.
Castle Combe, a track you like?
Not particularly, because it's hard work. It's very hard work with it being so bumpy. It would be all right if you raced here more often. You would set your car up to suit Castle Combe, but we don't, so we tend to manage with what we got.
Usually a very reliable car anyway, and obviously this circuit's challenging for all cars, but ones with a slightly shorter wheelbase do suit it better or have a slightly better run of it. What were the challenges for you out there?
The main thing is keeping it on the circuit. As Kevin said about the suspension setup and that, to alter the car to this particular circuit, it would, you would have to just be here 2 or 3 days testing constantly to get the car where it is. So you just have to put up with what you've got and do it.
In the championship, it's Gamsky and Robinson who lead GT1. GT2 led by Huggins and Fiorentino, and GT3 led by Morcillo and Cintrano. In the production class, it's Uzi who leads P1 despite retirement, and production 2, Lawson and Wilds.
So congratulations go to Whit Gamsky and Keith Robinson. For the 4th time in a row, they have won the Britcar race for the 2010 season. But it wasn't as easy as all that. Castle Combe did throw a couple of curveballs. We'll see you next time at Snetterton.
Lots of doing, but we did it. Yes, we did, girl. Oh, lots of doing, but we did it. Yes, we did, girl. It took a lot of doing, lots of renewing. We made mistakes, but we had what it takes to get over, girl. It took a whole lots of making.
4 wins out of 4.